Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. I'm here with Ebby, and we're getting ready to go over Love is Blind season 4. It's written all over your face, Ebby.
Is it?
Yes.
It's a train wreck, y'all. It is a train wreck. They picked some of the horriblest people to put on these shows. Like, do they not do psychiatric? I want to talk to somebody who's been on the show. Do they do psychiatric evaluations for people, or do they do like test questions or anything to pre-qualify these people before they're on the show? That's my question.
They should at least do like that little relationship test to see if people are compatible. They should at least do a psych eval to make sure no one is going to have
No
a
one is
breakdown
nutty
with
at a
somebody.
fruitcake. Okay, well,
Look, I don't know. A couple of people need a psych eval. I feel like this season is clearly for entertainment. It's definitely overly produced. Because I don't see no, I see one couple that's in love, and I feel like it's too good to be true. So I don't know.
true. Same,
Now,
same.
hey Peter, hey Ellen, hey Glenda.
Hey, everybody.
I everyone who knows me know I don't take any notes. So where do we want to start? Like what foolishness, where do you want to start in this? Because if they didn't make it out of the pods, I don't remember their name. So I really don't want to talk about them.
Besides Bliss, that's the only
Okay,
person I remember, and Amber, who didn't end up with nobody. Po
I
Amber.
barely remember Amber. I remember Bliss, but guess what, Bliss? I feel like you won when it comes to the situation at hand. Like you're the winner in this. You didn't miss out anything with Zach.
No, because
You
she coming back. She coming back to have a
know,
conversation with this man.
I'm like to have
And
a
he told her
conversation.
he chose wrong. So
And I appreciate you telling me you chose wrong, but I'm not doubling back. I'm not about to let you put a ring on my finger.
oh my God. Oh
You could
my
have told
God.
me this at the reunion.
I
Okay.
feel like Bliss is the kind of weird that would go with his weird, and they would be a good couple. I feel that's how I feel. That's how I personally feel about their whole situation. I feel like Bliss is weird and his weird go together, and so he definitely should have picked. He got manipulated into picking that other girl.
Well, let me just ask you this. Let's just be straight up and honest. Do you think production said that's enough melanin? Go ahead and pick Irina.
Well, no, I don't think so because Bliss barely has any melanin, so I don't think that would be the case. I honestly do not.
I don't understand why he even picked Irina. She's an awful person, even in the pods. So it
And
gave
Bliss
me
tried to
very
warn. She tried to warn him. She like, listen, she's not a good person, and she's not.
mm-mm.
And the way she blatantly manipulated that little boy into picking her, I knew that was a problem from off gate. Now you look like. Mm-mm.
I was just looking at that. Mm. I can see it though. It's something about how he doesn't comb his hair. Like it looked like he got one of
No,
those.
that hair is meticulously combed to look like he doesn't comb his hair. That takes a lot of work to get his hair to look like that.
Like he goes like this, like my husband do. Like just rub it around with a sponge and let it go.
Mm-mm. That's not with the whites. That they can't. Mm-mm. No, he had to wash that, style that, brush that, blow dry it into a certain haphazard style, and then gel it so that it stayed that way. It takes a good 45 minutes to an hour for his hair to look like that.
I would is that courtroom appropriate?
His hair? Why wouldn't it be? He's white.
You look a mess. You still supposed to look combed.
It is combed. I
It's
told you it takes 45 minutes for it to look like that. He did a lot to get that hair to look like that. There's a
who
lot of
are
hard
the
work.
Property Brothers?
Oh, don't do no, he doesn't. The Property Brothers are fine. That's not what he looks like. We're not gonna.
What's all these-
I will take no Property Brother slander on this channel. They are my favorites on HGTV. No ma'am.
Let's go ahead and break it down couple by couple. The first
Okay.
couple we see get engaged, you have to remind me his name is Brett.
Oh my god.
Tiffany. Brett and Tiffany. They're
Yeah.
the only couple I'm rooting for. I enjoyed their love story. He was vulnerable and told the story about how his brother passed away right before his wedding. That brought a tear to my eye. And then as soon as the man was getting ready to say, "Girl, I love you," she in there sleep.
Because she had too much to drink.
Oh, was it? 'Cause I'm like, how did she fall asleep?
She was drinking. She was drinking, and she had too much to drink and dozed off. That's why they had to come in there and get her. That's why they were offering her like water because she was drunk.
She was drunk. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I thought she messed it up because I was tweeting while I was watching. I was like, girl, I was sitting over here rooting for you. Like, Tyra, I'm rooting for you. And
I
he,
am mad production allowed that man to walk out like she wasn't there anymore and did not say she fell asleep. Brett, she fell asleep. And let him go out there and be devastated in his feelings.
devastated. Yes. He cried and everything.
He did. There's been a lot of crying on this show,
It has been a lot of
which
tears.
I personally, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Again, it's one of these you got to be in it to understand it, because for me, I barely cry with somebody I known for 2 years, let alone 2 minutes. So
Friend, you do not have to act like that.
I can't help it.
For hours. Someone said you can be in the pod with someone for over 10 hours. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
yeah, my listen. I done got comfortable on that sofa. I done pulled the blanket up to my chin, and you talking to me softly. Absolutely, I'm falling asleep. I'm falling asleep.
But she fell asleep right on her moment. He was confessing his love and she just drifted right off.
Because he was her safe space and he made her feel comfortable enough to do so. So I understand. I'm not mad at it.
Well, I'm happy he forgave and he said this going to be a funny story we tell our grandchildren. And then he proposed. They were the first couple that got to see each other. I think they were pleasantly happy with how each other looked. I like Tiffany and Brett. I'm happy they
I
made it
do.
out.
I like Tiffany and Brett as well. I hope they make it. I'm rooting for the black people.
I'm rooting for them.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. That was very okay.
so few black people I'm not rooting for.
Oh
Um,
my God. Okay, so Tiffany and Brett is at the top of the list. They are
yeah,
on the top of the pyramid this week.
who's
Who is right under? Who is the? You watch Dead's Moms? It's
yes,
always putting them babies in pyramids. Okay, so who's on the next level of the pyramid? Because
who's
I know who at the dead bottom. So
I know
who?
who's at the bottom too, and it's a race to the bottom.
Listen, I would put Jackie, and Marshall
And
right
Marshall,
underneath Tiffany and
I
Brett.
would too. I would.
Okay,
I like them. I like them in the pods. I used to think Josh was cute until I saw him on the TV, and I was like, yeah, go ahead and pick
until
Marshall.
he opened his mouth and he sounded like he was 12, sir. What's that? We can't talk too loud about him because he's gonna be able to hear us.
I forgot. He gonna hear us through the
Them ears
internet.
is gonna hear us, y'all, and he gonna hear us.
He could hear us over the Wi-Fi. Okay, let's not act up too much.
Okay, just
That
in
was
case
her
one of them
only
see this.
drama. Jacqueline act like her name not Jacqueline, but I kind of forgot her real name.
Jacquelina?
Okay, I'm gonna stick with Jackie. Um, Jackie couldn't decide who she wanted, Marshall or Josh. And I'm like, girl, if you pick Josh, you the fool. But Marshall looked like he might be the fool. So Marshall's played big and bad because Josh gave Jacqueline, I'm gonna call her Jacqueline all episode, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Josh gave old girl an ultimatum and said, either you pick me or my bags is packed and I'm going to the crib. And
Bye.
Marshall's like, how dare he give you an ultimatum? I'm about to go check him. Do you think he checked him hard enough?
For what it was, yeah. Like it's because it wasn't even that deep. Like he was very, do you want me? Cause I want you. It was very Prince about that whole pick me situation that they got going on. And I don't know why Josh thought he was going to be.
We ain't got to Mexico yet.
Well,
She
we
did
just
say
give us a
something.
second, Dominique. We gonna get there.
She
We
did
gonna
say
get there.
something about that. But I'm happy she picked whatever his name was, Marshall. Go ahead, Josh, exit early. He looked extremely happy to have her. She kind of looked like she did a double take, but then she got happy.
Okay, I can see that. I think that they are a good match because I feel like she like this is Jackie and Marshall, right? I feel like she is like real high strung and all over the place, and he seems very calm and even keel. Like he's the yin to her yang. Like I feel like if if they could just get it together. Listen.
I think Jackie needs to go have a visit with Coco's doctor because it's the swing is too it swings too quick for me. But I ain't no psychiatrist or psychologist. I don't know. It just looks alarming to me on my television screen. But okay, they in second. Somebody gotta be who usually comes in third.
So and on the bottom, okay, so it's Brett and Tiffany, and then it's Marshall and Jackie. And then in a race for the bottom, and you can scramble these names up
In any
or
order.
rearrange them however you
Any,
feel like it, in no particular order. In last place is Kwame and Chelsea, Irina and Zach, and Micah and Paul.
any, meeny, miny, mo. We could spread them out like spades and flip them over, and it don't matter which order we put them in. They're all in last. For I wouldn't want. They're all for entertainment purposes. Number one, let's start with since we doing the black people first. Let's get the last one on out the way. I don't like when people accept proposals after you already know somebody proposed to somebody else.
He
Like
didn't propose to her.
he confessed his love and he did
He
remember
didn't
he did.
propose to her. That's not what. No, because that's why he was angry to begin with. Because she's talking about to the failed proposal. And he was like, hold on, broad. I never proposed to you. That was their whole argument.
He proposed because didn't Micah tell her
No, he never proposed
it's
to her.
too early? Because remember he said I would like to propose early, and she was like, I want to still talk around. You ain't about to lock me down.
Yeah, but having the idea to want to propose early and actually getting down on one knee and say, will you marry me, is two completely different things. Having the thought and doing the action, two different things. He never proposed to that broad.
Technically, I'll say
No, no, that's not technically. He never proposed to her. He did not get down. At no point in time did we see Chocolate Boy get down on one, the chocolate soccer player, get down on one knee and be like, you are the light of my life. And I'm going to sing you a horrible song to make you feel bad for me and marry me. Because it was terrible. But y'all like that corny shit.
no
So
because
I'm going to let it. I'm gonna let it rock.
I said no for the song alone because I couldn't imagine a lifetime of having to hear that in my house, in my ear. No, sir. But okay, I'm gonna give it to you, Evie. He did not propose
He
to
did
my.
not propose. He did not propose to that
He
girl.
wanted to
He
because
wanted to.
his feelings hurt. What you call it? The interview. Goodbye.
First of all, that was the best response to somebody rejecting you I've ever heard in my entire black
Thank you
life.
for the
Hold
opportunity.
on, let's
Thank you for letting me
cause
have.
we ain't gonna give Kwame many flowers in this whole episode, in this whole rant and review that we doing. But let me be very clear. Let me grab Big Mike. Let me be very clear. That was the best response to a rejection I
Mhm.
have. He said, well, and then he said it so quick, it was on a dime. She was like, yeah, I think I want to be with I want to explore with my other connection. He said, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. It was very
I
corporate.
appreciate the time you gave
We'll
me.
don't call us, we'll call you. Thank you so much for your time and your attention to this. You know, I appreciate you giving me the opportunity and walking out the damn door. Chat,
I was cracking up. I'm like, and then he went in
baby.
the house and they had to put a blanket on him because he had to cry himself to sleep.
Listen, I don't care what happened. That is very. I'm going to check his horoscope to see if he is Scorpio, because that's very much. Because you can hurt me to my core. Your ass will never
I'm
know
never gonna show it.
it.
I'm never gonna show it. I'm never gonna let
Never.
you
You
know
will
it.
never see it on me. I will die. I will go to hell first before I allow you to see that you've hurt me. I will get back. And then that's the end of the conversation. And I'm walking away. I cannot even go give you the corporate. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Cool, bet. And then I'm out. And that's it. And I'm done. Now, if I'm gonna go cry, I'm gonna go cry in the car by myself and ain't nobody gonna see me.
That's what he
But what
did.
you're
He
not
went in
gonna
the
do,
house.
you're not gonna get the satisfaction of knowing that I'm hurt behind what the hell you just did and what you just said.
That's exactly what he did. That's exactly what he did.
Exactly, Ivy girl. And her face was cracked when that's the response that he gave her, because she wanted him to be devastated behind her and she wanted to revel in his devastation. So because I feel like she inevitably knew that he was gonna get with somebody else and propose to her, but she wanted to hold close to her heart that even if he picked somebody else, he really wanted me. But I said no, and he was devastated and went and cried and da 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 da. Girl, fuck you.
But he didn't. Well, he didn't do it in front of
He did
you
it. He didn't.
because
He
it
didn't.
was
Now when he got
everywhere.
past that door in the men's lounge and he broke down and he
He
was
broke
crying and
down.
upset, so be it, baby. Let your emotions out. The only Scorpio on the show is Brett. I knew I liked Brett for a reason. Come on,
Oh, he
Scorpio
did.
brother. Oh my God, but you can't tell me that's not a Scorpio thing, because hell will fall down first before I allow you to see you that you've hurt me. Mm-mm.
I'm not a Scorpio, so I don't know. And I do get emotional. I probably would cuss you out. You gonna probably know how I feel because I like people to
No.
know how I feel. I ain't gonna cry, but I'm gonna get angry.
I got to think about it. It's this: if you hurt me, I am definitely going to suck it up until I get out of your presence. There's no way in hell I'm going to allow you the satisfaction of knowing that I am hurt by whatever it is that you did. I'm telling you, hell will fall down first.
I need to practice that because I don't.
'Cause
I have to work on not saying anything. I'm gonna let you know how I feel.
now, if you make me listen, if we fussing and fighting, as long as I'm fussing and fighting back with you, you are okay. The minute I go quiet, that's you should run. That's it. You should, if she gets quiet, if we like arguing and all of a sudden I get eerily silent, you should get out of the
You said it
immediate
doesn't
vicinity.
have
Get
nothing
away,
to
get
say.
away from me. Cause I've gone to that white space in my head. That's where serial killers go when they go to kill people. It's like a white noise. You don't hear nothing nobody's saying. It's like a white space, and then like a veil falls over your eyes.
It's like a boom. The
Get
next
away
thing
from
will
me.
be a boom.
Listen. And then when the veil comes back up, you on the floor bloody. I don't even know how you got there. What happened?
Well,
No, I dropped my iPad. Okay, I was about to say
that's
Jesus.
not Kwame, but it must be another sign that acts like that as well. But he went on and found him another white woman to propose to. So he done went and got in shape.
I'm gonna go lay down at the altar because she said he found another white woman.
Well, we all know that's what he was looking for, right?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know. He could have done Melanin Light, like Bliss.
No, no, no. Trust. We know
See,
what
Eric
Kwame
know what
is.
I'm talking about.
Who?
Eric
Oh, the quiet
Eric
storm.
Patterson said the quiet storm Scorpio. Listen, please understand. If we are arguing and I just go eerily silent, don't let my head tilt to the side. And I said, okay. Because that's 30 seconds later, somebody's going to end up getting punched in their face.
That's not me. I'm like that. If I start silent, don't mess with me. Like if I'm not
Mhm.
arguing with you and I'm silent, that means I'm already there. But once I'm arguing, I'm probably the one that's gonna say something to get hit in the mouth because I'm gonna keep running my mouth while I'm arguing because I
Well,
have to be heard.
listen, you can be heard. I'll argue back with you. I'm gonna argue. I'm
He's
gonna start arguing.
Aries.
If we start the argument and I'm loud and boisterous and stuff, you are in a safe zone. You a safe zone.
I know
Just
these
you can
people's
keep
signs.
you can just keep talking back and forth to me. But the moment I get quiet,
I wonder how y'all know these people's signs. I ain't that invested in the
I don't
show.
know. The people be I don't know be putting their birthdays and stuff out. I don't know.
Maybe that's what it, or maybe they had a little cheat
I,
card and I just ain't read it. But
child,
I can see Aries. My husband is an Aries, and he's exact. My husband doesn't argue. I could be running at the mouth. He would just get up and okay and
Linda
walk.
said she just looked it up. She said Google told her.
I ain't Google it. I ain't care that much. But yeah, I can see the Aries. So he done found him Chelsea to be with, and Chelsea, got
And
her.
Chelsea looked like she gonna give him a run for his money because she ain't with the shenanigans. She not with the shenanigans. She told him, "Make this your last time smiling up in that bitch face. Make this your
That's
last
what
time."
her mouth said, but we gonna see because I know he gonna smile in her face again. So I gotta see the action.
I listen. I want to see her come. I want to see her wild out because I feel like she gonna have that energy. I feel like she one of them. She one of them.
I
Like
don't
she
see
gonna
it.
cause a scene.
I don't see it. She give me digmatized.
Child, ain't that much dick in the world. Ain't that
Dang.
much dick in the world. And I ain't see print the first, and I looked.
Well, I
So
ain't looking. I might have to go check it out on episodes 5 through 10.
when he in that purple bathing suit, ain't print the first.
I ain't pay that much attention, but she couldn't wait to
Ooh,
spray.
Arena is a horrible person. I'm so sad she's a Scorpio.
I
She
can't stand Irina.
she's a horrible person.
But we got
And
to
she
move.
manipulated that boy into picking her.
I
She
don't think she
manipulated
did. I
him.
think I said production wanted to make a show and they needed the two so-called ugly mean girls. The two threes.
Not ugly mean girl.
Yeah, they needed the two
But
threes.
first of all, she mean about everything. It's not even just the fact that she was in competition with Bliss for that boy that she was acting nasty and mean. No, that's who she is as a person because she was acting like that about Amber getting them flowers from that boy.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Oh, okay." And
Yeah,
then
very
she released
nasty people. And then they went laughing at the girl when he broke up with her and running to.
exactly
I
because
was
she and that Micah are two peas in a pod. And so you can't tell me that Micah didn't manipulate Paul into dumping Amber either,
did.
because she did.
Micah seems like she only is interested in a person when the person is interested in somebody else, and she has to prove, well, I can get him, so I'm gonna get him to be with me. And so she did. It's amazing she did all of that without being seen because I'm very sure if she was seen, the roles would be reversed.
Ain't that it? Not you, and then not you had this whole diatribe and soliloquy about how insecure you are about your looks and your acne scarring. So the acne scarring and apparently the teasing that you got because of it as a child has turned you to a monster on the inside, and so it's now seeping onto the outsides because they match and you're ugly on both the inside and the outside.
I'm about to say we need to remind her that she ain't cute. That's mean? I take it back.
No, That's it's not mean. It's the truth. It's the truth.
It is my husband's birthday next week. I have to get a plan together. I'm
Come on,
procrastinating.
come on, stretch. Get
Mm.
that spray that causes you not to have a gag reflex. You know.
I got to get a plan together. Yeah, all that laughing when the girls were crying. So the only other thing I want to point out at the pods was when Zach and Irina were revealed to each other. Neither one was impressed. And I've been waiting for this kind of reaction for 4 seasons. I've been waiting for somebody to be like, nah.
This
Oh,
ain't it.
he was not pleased. And she told old boy straight to his face, you look like a cartoon character.
Cause she's a rude, nasty woman. So
They
I
never
didn't
kiss.
expect
I've
anything
never
else.
seen people not even hug or kiss. Like this your fiance.
Right, because if it was me, I'd have gone running and jumped.
And it was
Cause
like,
this my nigga I've been talking to,
we ain't
he
got
got
to.
on one knee and said, "You, we, that's it. We gonna ride till the wheels fall off. I'm happy to see you. Come give me some sugar. Let me feel up on your booty. Press up against me tightly so I can see what your package is worked on." Okay, that's just me.
That was just everybody else but them. I don't even think they hugged.
They did awkwardly, very awkwardly. They hugged.
Okay, well that was the pods. The pods weren't outside of the Mean Girls. It wasn't too interesting this season for me. We get to Mexico. For the most part, everybody is getting along except for Irina and whatever his name is, Zach. They just awkward to watch on television. Like I don't even know why they played with themselves. Why they couldn't be like Diamond in them and just say we done. Like we ain't gonna do this. This not gonna work.
Cause he wants to make it work. Cause he thinks he does. I feel like Zach don't feel like he want to be wrong about the choice that he made. So he trying to make it work and stick it out.
He did ask for a kiss. He was like, "You think we should kiss?" And she was like, "No, it's good."
I knew then. And then when she wouldn't look him in the face.
Mm-mm.
She wouldn't look him in the eye.
She
And
is
he
not attracted to him at all.
and
But the
then he was like
is,
blink sometimes. And he was like, I am blinking, bitch.
well, he wasn't blinking. He was looking at her kind of strange, like
He was blinking. I saw that nigga blink. Like she just find anything to pick with that little boy because she don't like him.
Tiffany is a Sagittarius. Oh, I want to. I
Because
want to be
your
flown on too.
man.
Because it looked like they got it in the way he said, "Bring that booty over here," and he grabbed it. I was like, "Oh, okay, we gonna do all this on TV." All
Yep.
right.
Paul give me Joe off of you? Really? He gives me more Sheldon than anything else. But
Is
not
that Sheldon off of 30 Rock? The nerd?
Sheldon off of uh what's the name? Big Bang Theory? Is that what
Is
it's
it
called?
Big Bang? I get the nerdy show mixed up. The one with Blossom on
It's about a TV show.
it. Oh. Which one got Blossom on it?
Big Bang Theory.
Okay, that's the one.
Ma'am.
That the way he pulled off them shorts and showed them underwear with them skinny legs, I said, Micah
He's
is not
so
attracted.
hairy. He's so hairy. I don't know how I feel about that.
Micah is not attracted to them. They aren't like I can already tell you who's not making it down the aisle.
I don't. Okay, let me tell you what I think is going to happen because they're trying to get ratings and more draw more people to this show. I think Zach and Arena they have broken up. They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna bring Bliss in. Zach and Bliss, I think, are gonna make it to the altar. Now, whether they actually get married, I don't know. We'll see. I think Brett and Tiffany are gonna get married. I think they want to do the switcheroo, and will they? Won't they? They're gonna throw some fake drama in it. But I feel like there's no bumps to their road to the altar, and they get married. Jackie and uh,
Marshall.
Marshall, I think. I don't know. I think theirs is a game time decision. I think We gonna get to the altar, and it's gonna be something like we are genuinely gonna be confused about whether or not they actually get married, and we gonna see. Micah and Paul, I think Micah and Paul break up because Michael wants Kwame, and she's gonna try and insert herself in between Kwame and Chelsea's relationship. And depending on Kwame and what he, because he wishy washy for me, he real wishy washy. He might end up with his jaw broke at the altar because he done tried to play with Chelsea, and she forgive me, I'm not the one, the two, or the three for your foolishness, sir. So I think because they gave Zach another chance with Bliss, and Micah is going to go after Kwame and try and break up Kwame and Chelsea, Irina's going to swoop in and scoop up Paul. Now,
So we
whether
about
or
to
not
play
this actually happened,
volleyball.
I don't know.
I'll be here for it. Entertain me because I don't believe any of them falling in love. So entertain me. Go ahead and swap and switch
The
around.
only people I believe is Cameron and that black lady from the first season. They still married 4 years later.
I don't even
So
know that.
so is Brett and what's
Brett
the
and Amber, the girl with the
and
stupid.
Amber from they still married, but I believe he's scared to leave her because she's crazy.
I think he can't afford to leave her. He done sold his house to pay off her loans when Biden getting ready to forgive all these things. So I know he pissed off.
Listen, I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. But I feel like it's gonna be a musical chair situation. And then I think there's gonna be a total of 6 couples. And I
See,
think 50% of them are gonna actually get married.
where you get six from?
Because they brought Bliss back in for Zach.
But
And
they
they
broke
gonna
up with
bring and
the
Paul, okay, so it's gonna be Brett and Tiffany. This is who I think there's gonna be actual weddings for. Brett and Tiffany,
man. Mm-hmm.
Jackie and Marshall, uh, Kwame and Chelsea and or Micah,
Mm-hmm.
um, Zach and Bliss,
Mm-hmm.
Irina and
Paul.
Paul. Now
Okay.
that fifth couple, that triangle with Kwame, Chelsea, and Micah.
Well, Kwame and not Chelsea, Micah released apologies today on social media.
No, because I don't pay attention to none of their bullshit. What happened there?
I guess, well, Kwame released an apology slightly, but it was mostly because people were calling him the N word. You know how some people can't, they take it too far. They was gonna call you the N word anyway, Kwame, because they just racist.
I called you the N word, and it had nothing to do with me being racist. That's just the word I use. I mean,
Well, it was those who aren't allowed to use it that said it.
oh,
He was upset, and he kind of like, I apologize for what went down with Chelsea. It wasn't like that, but you don't have to call me the N word. It was that kind of apology. And then Chelsea released a long apology about the way she, pretty much her behavior, the way she came after Kwame. And
that's her nigga. She not. She's supposed to. She did exactly what she was supposed to do. What you apologizing for? That's
well,
my man.
she apologized because people were attacking her on social media. You know how some of them do. And
I
she has
wish
to turn her.
it wouldn't have been no apology. I sure would have came down to the social medias and been like, "Fuck you, that's my man. I talk to him any way I want to when he get out of pocket. And if you got a problem, come say it to my face and see how it turned out for you."
Wait, did I say Chelsea or Micah?
You said Chelsea.
Well, I meant Micah.
Oh well, she did deserve to give an apology because she was dead wrong.
That's who I meant. Micah apologized and she turned her comments off. So she was apologizing for her behavior, the way she approached Kwame, the joke, all of that mess. And then she said, I ain't ready for my own mental health. I ain't turning my comments back on. So that was pretty much it. I
You know
don't
what that's code for? I did some old shit that's gonna make y'all angry. Y'all just ain't seen it yet. So I'm gonna go cut these good old comments off because I don't want to hear it.
I'm apologizing in advance, and that's probably what Kwame was apologizing for too. I'm sure he got some more foolishness coming around the corner.
Let me look. Let me go to the Google machine so I can see his apology.
Let me send it to you because I think Kamisha sent it to me. Now I don't know if Marshall and Jackie make it. I think once Marshall comes in contact with the family that Jackie is breaking down over, he might say, I ain't really got time for this. So you find it.
It says she apologized, but for her emotional immaturity, but it doesn't say nothing about Kwame. Hold on, let me click on the.
He apologized too, but he mostly just apologized for how it came off, and he was pretty much saying, "Don't call me the N word. It ain't that deep."
As I heard, I promise to do better in the future. Girl, don't nobody care. Mm. So Irina didn't feel the need to apologize to nobody. Mm. All right. Well, well.
Like you, I don't follow any of them, so I don't know.
You know I'm not following them for nothing. Following them not nowhere, not doing
Got some
nothing.
more fuck shit to do, so she probably saving her apology for the next set of episodes. I don't know. She might have said what I did through episode 1 through 5 was light work. I'm gonna save my apology. So that's pretty much it. I mean, the only other part was Jackie breaking down. You had any thoughts about that?
She need a therapist immediately. Immediately. Immediately.
They said
Immediately.
Irina turned her
Her
comments.
having a good day, a good stressful free day with your man should not trigger that much of a breakdown. Daughter, what is you going through? Is your family that jacked up that you don't even know how to accept love in an easy day? It's always got to be problems. That when it's not problems, you don't know how to receive it. Girl.
That could be it. That could be it. She just might not know how to receive it. Receive love. Irina turned her comments off too, but I wasn't checking for you, Irina. And Marshall is a Virgo. They stay in relationships even when they know it's over.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
Well,
say that's true, but I ain't gonna say no
I
name.
wouldn't know. Virgo, listen, I got a Virgo right now who don't listen. It has been years with this man, and he does. I see the way he loves, and I choose not to participate. I have decided that I choose not to participate because there is no reciprocity with this man. I listen. I have
Love
bought.
that Ayala answer. I see how you love, and I choose not to participate in
I
that.
choose not to participate because you don't love in a way that it would be that would be for me. Just like I tried to show you the way in which I love. I understood what your love languages are, which is gift receiving gifts and physical touch. And I did that in abundance. Did I get any of my love languages met by that man in the years that we were dealing with each other? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So therefore, I don't even know.
And he was a
I
Virgo.
so for the betterment of my mental health, and because I deserve to be happy and I deserve to be loved the way that I want to be loved, I'm just going to extricate myself from this situation. It is I don't have no hard feelings. It's just that the way that you love, I I cannot.
I
I
don't
don't
want
want
to participate.
I
I
don't
love
want to participate in it anymore. I can't do it anymore
that. I really love
because you will keep chick like my cup is full and I'm waiting for it to become living in, and that I'm living in the overflow. of my cup, but with you, you keep taking chips at my cup, and my cup is never gonna get full like that. So I can't. And eventually, my cup will be empty with you because you don't never refill me. So therefore, I gotta go. I gotta go.
Have to go.
Jackie's father had cancer, and she takes care of them. She also his caregiver, and her brother just got out of prison. She got to take care of him. Oh, that's a lot.
It is a lot.
That is a lot. Well, I'm sure she informed
Marshall.
thank you, of all of these things. And it could be that the family is trying to sabotage her from, you know, because her
Hmm.
having a husband, if
Takes
there's a
time.
bunch of foolishness and shenanigans going on, his foot gonna come down. He's going to protect his wife, even if he has to protect his wife from her family. So if her family is using her and taking advantage of her unfairly, if she brings a man into her life that's truly about her and caring about her, her mental health and her well-being, he's not going to continue to allow her to do give
Used.
and give and give and give of herself for her family till she's burnt out and distressed and all these other things, especially if he loves her.
Mhm.
He's not going to allow for that. So that may be the issue with the family.
I can definitely see that. Because she had to have told him, what her family situation is about.
Right.
And it now
Mhm.
makes sense. I still don't. I have to stop being like that. Some people do break down. Some people just.
Like they get overwhelmed, and that's a lot. And I would understand you being overwhelmed. And it's the fact that when you are considered the strong one, because that would be my role in the family, I'm the strong one. Nobody ever thinks that you're capable
Of
of
break.
having those grand type of emotions and breaking down and it being overwhelming and you getting overwhelmed and it's too much. You need to take a step back and take a break to refresh and breathe and woosah and then get back into it. And no one ever checks on you. No one ever thinks that you need the reprieve, so that you're always going, 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 and that pretty soon you running on empty.
And maybe that's what. Remember when Marshall was patting her back and he was like, "I get it, I get it."
Hmm.
That's probably what he meant by that. Because I was like,
Probably.
I didn't know what was going on, but she ain't had to put her business in the street. But at least now I understand.
Why she had to put her business? Listen, this whole show is about putting your business in the street. So
It is. Let's get to the final thing because I think we covered everything but the moment that everyone is apologizing about. The whole go get us some shots and whatever, and let's take a shot to failed. What is it? Marriages failed
failed
proposal.
proposals. She
Kwame
said
was
the
in
failed proposals
his then he got out of his feelings and felt the need to go have a 30-minute conversation with Micah about the comment. And Chelsea wasn't having it, and everybody else was like, "Girl, wouldn't be my man." So
because it wouldn't be mine either. Because motherfucker, who, what? First of all, I asked you to get me,
some guacamole, and you ain't never come back with it.
and you told me to get my ass off the floaty and go get my own.
That's what he said. I thought he said, "Okay, babe." I
And
thought
then, when she said the request again, because he never moved, because he was talking to Brett, he was like, "Well, why don't you get your ass off the floaty and go get it yourself?"
no.
And
See,
that's when my hair would have went like this. I'd have been like, "Oh, so
no.
I should
See,
do
Eddie,
everything."
I watch TV and the phone at the same time. I thought it went. Chelsea asked for her guacamole first, and he was like, "Yeah, I got you, babe." But he got sidetracked because here come Micah and Irina talking about, "Well, can you
Mm-mm.
grab us some
That came
tequila?"
after. That
And
came
he
after
told
that
them
whole
to get
thing.
their asses off the floaties.
He then told them to go get their own as well. First, he told Chelsea. She said guac and chips, and he was like, "Okay." Chat and chat and chat with Brett. And she was like, "Babe, are you gonna go get the chips?" He's like, "Well, why don't you get your ass off the thing and go get it yourself?" Everybody was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, he's being mean,"
that's a
and
red
then
flag.
Micah thinking she cute talk about get us some shots, so she thought she had enough pull to get him to get her something when he didn't get his fiance what
Hmm.
she asked
That's
for,
what that
and
was.
Kwame gave her a double surprise because he was like, "No, bitch, you go get your own shit too. I'm not getting nothing." So there is that, and then she mad
Okay, like,
about
I missed him
salty.
telling old girl to get off the float and get it herself. I thought he just was ignoring her and didn't go get it, and then got caught up in this argument with Micah.
Mm-mm. He told baby girl to go get her stuff. He told Micah to go get her stuff. He wouldn't get nothing for nobody, basically.
Okay, and so what would have been how many minutes would you let your fiance talk to the woman he was interested in the pods first? Like how many minutes
You
would have
get
been
5 minutes.
okay?
You get five.
Five minutes is a long time. When you
Mm-hmm.
sit down and sit back and
Mm-hmm.
sit through 5 minutes,
I got
that's
the timer on the phone. I looked at the clock when you sat down. 5 minutes. You got five. That gives you enough for you to get your side out, for her to get her side out, and y'all come to some type of resolution. And then I'm going to come over and sit next to him. I don't you don't even have to leave the conversation, but now you're having the conversation in front of me. So watch what the fuck you say out your mouth.
okay. I I don't know, because I probably would have let them have their little conversation, but it was the whole hand holding, staring this close in each other's eyes that would have been a problem for me, where I would have had to walk over and been like, okay, what we talking about?
I think
But if they would have stayed at a
I
safe
think I
distance,
would have given them until they started giggling in each other's faces, and
mhm,
that would have been the line for me. Okay,
yeah.
what's all of this? What's I want to laugh. We laughing?
What's
I
the
want to
joke?
laugh too. Tell me the joke.
Mhm.
I want to laugh too.
Especially when your
I
homegirl
want to.
is
No, I
regular
want to laugh.
you up.
No, no, keep talking. I want to laugh too, family. What we laughing about? This will be me as I'm saying it. No, I want to laugh too. What we laughing? What we laughing about?
Each
Because
each
I
time
like
you
a
sit
good
down,
joke.
you got your rubber
I
band.
like a good joke. I like a good joke. What we laughing about? Because I want to laugh too. What we laughing about?
In each conversation, you got your rubber band ready.
Stay, stay, already. Well, because I want to laugh. And
Well,
that's when the Vaseline came out of nowhere. No, no, I want to laugh too. What we laughing about? What we laughing about? Huh? I want to laugh too. Kiki kiki. I want to kiki.
Dominique said he don't need no minutes. He cried his feelings out on his pillow. He ain't got nothing else to say.
Now he cried alone in the car. Talk about he don't love me no more. Jody don't love me no more. You crying in the rain in the car.
He got nothing else to say. But oh well, that was pretty much the whole episode. Next week we get 3 new episodes. Come Friday, we'll be back next Wednesday to talk about those three. I'm assuming we're gonna finally get to meet the family. They get to move into these apartments. We're gonna see a couple of wife swaps. They're gonna try to entertain
I
us.
want to see the rest of this conversation with
We're gonna get the rest of Bliss and Zach.
Bliss
I
and
want
Zach.
Bliss to give Zach her ass to kiss. I'm not giving no man no second chance, and you done already went on vacation and soaked up the good Mexican sun, and I've been sitting in Seattle getting my feelings straight, and now you talking about come move in with me? No, sir. Mm-mm.
She gonna do it because she love him.
These people gonna learn. We on season 4. You gonna learn about doubling back when these men pick somebody and then they come doubling back and they still embarrass you.
Listen,
Move
don't
on
let
to
him
the next
spin the
dating
block.
show. Wait till Tommy come around there. He do Ready to Love Seattle, and you try again. But I'm not doubling back.
I'm mad you said ready to love Seattle. No ma'am. No ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
They got some cute black people out there in Seattle. Too bad not that many of them made it on the show.
Well,
But we got more than
I
season
think
two,
Brett
so
is
we
cute. I think Brett is cute.
no, I'm talking about some of the others. Like we only got four. Cause I don't know if Jacqueline is black.
Yeah, she black.
I thought she
She
was
real black.
Latin. I don't know.
She black. She from somewhere up north because of that accent, but she black.
Okay, well we got five black people, half.
That's left. Yes, yes. Because Josh is gone, and that other boy who we never actually saw in a on a date or with a person, but he looked like a douchebag.
But they
But
had
he
way more in
the
the
one with the dreads,
podcast.
the one with the dreads that was in the black
I don't
sweatshirt.
even
He
remember the dreads. I told you I
we
don't even
never got his name. We never. He had maybe a 30-second conversation in the kitchen, and that's it. We never saw him again.
I didn't even see him. I was scrolling through
And
my
them other nondescript white boys, we ain't see them no more neither. So I guess we.
well, they said let Bliss get her time on TV and then dump him at the altar. That too.
No.
And that way she can come back and be on a perfect match or something like that. Get your time on TV and
Mm-mm. We
maybe
don't want that for her. I want Bliss to be happily married and minding her business. I feel like Zach may have a coin or two, and I feel
you think he
like
turned
Zach
into
sued the people uh, responsible for his mother's death, and he got a pretty penny. That's what I feel like him. That's the story I'm writing for him in my head.
well, how did his mother die? Or is that
I don't
also
know.
the story
They
you
did. They didn't say. They didn't say how she died.
okay, because
He
I'm
said
wondering like
she died while he was
high school.
in law school. He died.
What's
She
the
died
high
while he was in law school.
school? Okay.
So he said he pushed through, even though he was broken by his mama's death.
Not go
Now
back to
she need
her.
to go back to Russia. She gonna be lost and confused. Her family is from Russia. She not from Russia. Her
Mm-mm,
her parents are from Russia. She from here. You can tell by that crappy attitude of hers and the
mm-hmm,
sense of entitlement that radiates off of her skin. She go to Russia. She gonna be lost and confused.
mm-hmm. Very
I would
much.
also like to say I am Tiffany. Tiffany is better than me because if there I had turned around and there was a raccoon on the thing behind me, dinner is over.
Dinner is over.
Dinner
Dinner
is over, baby.
he was
I don't
in
care
the
that you sitting
room.
across from me talk about I'll protect you. Dinner is over. I'm going in the room and close, and we're closing the door.
They
We're
said the
closing the
raccoon
door.
came in their room. I would have needed a whole new room. Give me a pool view. I don't need this garden view where the raccoons are. Give me
No,
a
I
ocean
don't.
view or a pool view. Yeah, I would have needed a whole nother room. I can't deal with that around my food.
I wonder if the trip was cheaper to Mexico because Mexico is having so many issues.
Well, this was what a year ago
Mm,
because I
I
think
see.
they already got Love Is Blind 5 in the
Ready to
wraps.
go.
They need to pick a Chicago or somewhere. Did they already do Chicago?
I feel like the season 4 is the other half of season 3. Cause you remember how it was coming out that all the black people was on the other side of season 3, the side they didn't show.
No, they purposely went and casted some more black people and told some of their asses to fall to fucking love because we were complaining why ain't never no black people on the show.
But you know there was a whole it's last season there was more couples. There's always like double the amount
That's
of
all,
couples,
yeah.
and they split it in half. All the niggas was on the other half that didn't get shown last season.
And that's probably why it came out fast. They said, let's go ahead and show them a couple of black people so
Mm.
they can shut up. I don't know. I don't care. Um,
Hey, I listen. First of all, I'm too old for this show. to go on this show, and I'm too fat. So, and I'm black. So that's three strikes and I'm out. They're
Well,
not,
size
they would
doesn't
never.
matter because it's blind. Size should not matter. They can't see what nobody look like.
They see your fucking silhouette through that goddamn wall. Don't tell you can't tell me no
No,
different.
they can't. That's
First of
why
all,
over last
who
season
going on
was
TV? Who going
ballerina.
on TV to get embarrassed? The last time they had a big girl on the show, she got married. She's still married to Brennan. What's her name? I can't think of her
Oh yeah,
name.
they are still married.
They are still married. She not even big for real. She ain't got no.
She's
She
not
got
big
no
at
butt. She
all.
ain't got no butt.
She
She
like
got a
my
butt. She
goal
got a
size.
butt. She barely got titties. Listen,
Right. That's my
that
goal.
she
I
she
get down
she
to
she
that.
the she the she the acceptable kind of fat person. That's just she just has a larger frame. She's tall and she's robust. I'm I'm fat. This is a completely different thing. You guys to be mm-mm.
DC could be fun. Okay.
I'm not.
Okay, Chicago was with Ayana, and there was a fool in Chicago. Yes, that's my goal size. I would love to have my bikini out like that.
Oh no, I'm wearing a bikini regardless. Oh wait,
I'm
what?
wearing a bikini regardless, but it ain't gonna be strings. It's gonna be a nice.
Oh no, well the top was strings on my bikini, but it was a full size bottom, and then it had the cutest little cover up. I still got it. I'm gonna have it on this summer. Wait for it on it,
I
because the
definitely,
summer gonna get whatever body I got at this juncture.
but
I done lost some weight, but I still ain't
my
at
breasts,
my
if
goal.
they can't, a string is gonna pop like that. It needs.
It's strings tied together, baby. It's strings tied together. The strings don't pop if you tied it yourself. How? That's not how that works.
My girls need a strap. It could be two pieces, but they need a strap, not a string. It needs to be sewn together. I can't trust no knots because
Oh my
I like to
god.
get in the pool. So I need it needs to cover.
So
So
do I. I got into the pool. What are you talking about?
well, let me see yours. Where you get it from?
Okay,
Tara?
I'll send you. I think I have. I think I
I
have a
need a
picture.
nice skirt.
At the very least, at least in. I think I don't know if because the bottom of the bathing suit didn't have strings, but the top did. Hmm, let me find it.
Yeah, I need a nice sturdy string. But did you see the receipts Tamika put out against her sister this morning?
Yeah, I don't care.
You don't watch the show.
I absolutely do not.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
don't care nothing about what none of them broads is talking about. Just like I didn't care when Jeffrey and Simone had their battle royale. I don't
I
care
did
about that
not
bullshit
care about
either.
that. Mm-mm.
I give not one damn, not one fuck, red fuck, blue fuck. Mm-mm. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. Girl, give your sister her money and go sit down and shut up. That's all. That's all I got to say.
That's pretty much it. Well, I can't wait for Ready to Love to be over. We still got to go through the families and we got to go through the Ferris wheel episode.
And now everybody is talking to Blake, and I don't understand why.
I'm
Why are
not
y'all talking?
watching.
I didn't watch not one interview, and I'm not going to.
I'm not watching one. I don't care who put it out and how much love I have for you. I'm not watching Blake
And is not.
because I couldn't even hardly get through the Dunbar one.
Oh
Mm-mm.
no, I didn't watch that either. Cause sir, you crying everywhere. I'm not watching none of that shit. Cause you know why? I don't care. I don't have the emotional bandwidth. I don't.
I don't either. And once I'm over it and I already feel how I feel, that's how I feel. It's nothing Blake can say that I care about to change my mind. Let's go ahead and just move on to the next season. I'm gonna forget about you by next season anyway.
Hell, I'm gonna forget you out your mid season if you're boring.
Well, you done should have forgot about half of it, and I really have. I really have, and I'm not gonna be shady, but a couple of people have been doing interviews, And I'm like, oh, what season they on? They be like, this season. I'm like, oh, well, let me shut up.
We're horrible. We don't give no damns. We don't care. We don't care. We don't even care.
Let me shut up. Okay. You trying
Don't
to find
shut up because we mean it. We don't care. We don't care.
because if you're trying to find me the picture, you can send me the bikini picture offline.
I am. As soon as I find it, I gotta figure out the way I differentiate my pictures is depending on what color my hair is. And I had big. That's when I had that big blonde hair, and I gotta remember that's okay. That's me in Vegas. Hold on for my birthday.
Not you got to find what hair you had on first.
Listen, friend, what hair I had on for the picture? Wait, it's got to be around here somewhere, cause I wore it to my. Okay, I found. Hold on, let me send this to you.
What store you get it from?
I got it from Shein.
Oh,
And let me show you what it looked like with the cover up on. I thought I was fine, girl. You couldn't tell me
I
nothing.
think I seen some because I had some of those in my cart last season, but I was like, I don't know if I want to do the strings
Child, I tied them strings up and kept it pushing.
because I do got a couple of Shein swimsuits already in my cart for this year.
Child, I wore it to my nephew's birthday. He had a little. My sister had a birthday party for my great nephew at her house, and there was a big bouncy house that had a water slide in it for the kids and stuff, and sprinklers and stuff. There was a lot of water activity, so I wore it to the thing with some little
Now
shorts.
you got your hair wet?
Yeah,
Okay. Now I would
that was
do
a lot of synthetica. I ain't care. It listen, it costs like $40. I replace it if I need to.
some strings like this because the cover up is cute, and even if one of them got loose, it ain't gonna fly away. It's gonna be caught up in the cover up.
Deceased man.
And the cover up is kind of nasty until I could put it back in. So I'm gonna go on Shein and look for a couple of these. I could do this. I could do this.
That's it. It's over.
Well,
Okay.
now
Thank y'all for coming to hang out with us for Love is Blind. We'll be back next week with the rest of the
Wednesday, the next
episodes. We love
episodes, next set of cutting up foolishness.
y'all.
Y'all don't even see the picture, know how we cutting up anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
All right,
Fix it, God.
y'all. Like, comment, share. Please support both
Do all
channels.
the things.
All of the
Subscribe to both of us if you are
yeah.
not already. Thank you.
If not, I gotta go downstairs and get me a new refreshment.
Oh, I gotta get
We'll
some
see
water
y'all
out that refrigerator.
for something else another time. Have a good one.
I love
Bye.
you. Bye, y'all.
But I am